Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks from the 14 games scheduled for Major League Baseball. We realize that the gimmick game is going to be trying to make it up again here. They will start 1-0 Cincinnati. It's one of those suspended games, so they'll continue on 1 Eastern Time. And, of course, we'll have action, big card from the WNBA. Of course, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience. And, of course, the comments do. We'll welcome your picks and suggestions and more in our comment section. Hit us up with these comments. Greatly appreciate that. So what we'll do is we'll introduce the cappers, get right to the picks so we don't mess around here on the Tony Picks Morning Show. Ron, what's going on?
Not too much, Tony. Slight losing day. I went 4-5 yesterday. Thanks to some CFL action. We had 2 games yesterday. Swept those. Hope you watched the CFL video. We swept that this week. So nice end to week 9 in the CFL. Hot there. And WNBA. The one lone WNBA. I dropped that one yesterday. I threw in I had an under. It went 166 was the under. It hit 169. So it went over by like 2 points. Got me on that one, but still WNBA has been rolling along. MLB has been 50-50 thanks to the Colorado Rockies yesterday.
Yeah.
Coming back and getting to that Pirates bullpen made things not so bad. So definitely not a bad day sports-wise. Looking forward to today's slate. Nice slate today. But we got to definitely watch some of these teams with these bullpens. Woo, they traded their guys away, and you can see that there's not a lot back there in the cupboard to try to keep this game out of reach for some teams. They just been giving it up late. So make note of that.
Something we haven't seen. You know, we talked about this before the show, something we haven't really seen. Teams really bulking up, overstocking their bullpens. And a lot of these bad teams giving up their best bullpen guys. And what's left? A lot of garbage on some of these bad teams there. So, Sean, what's going on?
What's up, gents? Good morning. How are you?
Excellent.
Little late today. I took a hour and a half round trip drive to go get some bagels today. So
Bagel Sunday.
And then Bagel Sunday. And then I stopped. There's a Dunkin'. So there's not really a Dunkin' close to where I am. So I got Dunkin' for my mom and my wife and stuff. So I stopped at my mom's house. She's on the phone. So I just drop it off and put some bagels in a freezer because I get 3 dozen at a pop. And so I'm pulling into my driveway and my brother calls and he's like, hey, he's like, you weren't just happened at mom's house, right? I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, oh, I was talking to her and I heard whisper to somebody like, oh, I'll see you later. And I thought she was banging some guy.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
He's like, listen, I want to be happy, but, I don't want to hear that. I'm like, no, man, I said I'm dropping off the coffee. No boyfriend since dad died. Pat, it's good.
There you go.
No poppy bagels. I just got plain. I got some
plain bagels. The plain ones. Yeah, Sean's in Texas, so it's a challenge to find good bagels, right?
It's a good bagel. They're from like West Orange, Livingston area. The people originally. So my wife actually went to school with one of their cousins. So that's Jersey for you. You go to school up there, But pretty good. It's worth a ride.
So bagel with like this much cream cheese?
I put the picture on. Can Tony pull that into the chat here? Can you pull that up on the Twitter and see the picture? You got it, Rod? You saw it. I know Rod saw it because he said that.
You mentioned it. Oh, did you? All right. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the whole half the cheese. Then what brand cheese do you use?
I don't know what kind of cream cheese to use. It was good.
You gotta know. Like, I love how you see those tweets where you're like, "What is this? Is this too much?" And I'm like, "No, it can never be too much."
I haven't even seen if I got any comments on it. I just walked in and then I was on the phone with him. He's going camping. He's I'm going on a nice 3-day camping trip by myself. He's like, all right. I said, make sure you bring your little piece with you there out in the woods, so you never know what's gonna be out there. In the Adirondacks.
Oh, the Adirondacks. Oh, wow. Let's see here if this thing works here. Oh, they want it's too much. I got to get the X signed in this count. I have it on the other one. But we'll roll here with baseball here.
And bagel talk. Baseball and bagels.
Baseball and bagels.
Baseball and bagels. Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that it rains at that 1 o'clock time at the Bristol Speedway again, by the way. I think it's looking at about 70% chance of rain again.
Someone posted a picture, Rod, of like bunless hot dogs and like crappy nachos. Is that what they had over there? They said it was a fry fest of baseball.
Jeez. man.
No buns on hot dog. What? Hot dog? Well, maybe because it was raining so bad, the bun got soggy, and all you were left with is the wiener.
They threw out the buns. I mean, why even start that game yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, that's what got me. It made no sense. They played that. It just made no sense whatsoever.
Maybe the rain will slow down. Just send them out there. Like, what?
The rain will slow down.
It'll ease up a little.
Yeah, they had to. Oh, Jim, I might be able to. Yeah, they had to get the game. They had to get the game in here there. So let's see what we got here. Give me a second here. Well, all right, let's get to the baseball. I think I could find the Higgs bagel. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think we got the bagel for you. Oh my goodness, what a picture this is going to be. Oh, let's see. let me pull up. You're going to get a look at how to correctly layer cream cheese on a bagel.
Jersey style.
Jersey style. Here you go, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It's a cream cheese sandwich right there. No chive, just plain old cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Boom.
Gotta be like that.
Look at that bad boy.
There you go.
3 bites. Three bites.
Three bites. That's one bite. Got half of it in. That first bite.
I'm a big cat, Tony. You met me in person.
I did. Oh yeah.
I'm not a delicate little flower.
There aren't too many people I look up to. My size. I'm 6'4". There aren't too many people I look up to. There aren't too many. I even have to really get low to shake hands with Spanky. So yeah, get on my knees and shake eye to eye with some of these guys at the Pet Bash. You can't believe how many guys are 5'5" and below in this industry. Anyway.
Yeah, a lot of tiny people.
A lot of tiny guys with big mouths, right?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
We're just waiting. I'm waiting on Higgs' Twitter to see how Mike's second date goes. We know his first date, introducing his 8 other blow-up women. Well, that was quite the first date.
Well, wait, what? Whose date? What happened?
That was. I'm quite sure it was you, Sharon, Mike. When you said you weren't, it's something about you were a little bit weird, and I'm like, if you think I'm weird, look at this. And then I was,
the guy with his first date comes over. He's got like 8 blow up or like real dolls or whatever he had at his house.
And he's got them sitting on the couch, and he's got them like sitting. One's got the legs, one's all like twisted.
For his birthday party, they had hats on. They had birthday hats on.
Oh my god, I killed myself laughing.
Yep.
Oh, that was so good.
Yep, Critter. Padres got me with the best bet yesterday. That was a kick in the groin there, but
I had the Padres yesterday.
We'll get it going.
Up 3-0. I thought it was a winner.
Yeah, against this Cardinals team that has been absolutely dead against the righty starters. But again, it was Vasquez and company there. So let's get to the games, guys. Make note that is a suspended game will get underway today, not on the regular schedule. Looking to see if there's any changes here. Jose Arena. Wow. He comes out. He comes back from this is his 3rd or 4th team this year, because I know the Dodgers had him for a cup of coffee, right? 1 inning, and they said, what the hell are we putting Urena in a Dodger uniform? He belongs now. He's in the Twins uniform. That's where he belongs. So Urena gets a call here from Minnesota here as they face Cleveland. He'll be the one on the mound today. As Sean said yesterday, Lewis Gill gets his debut here for the Yankees. Couldn't come at a better or worse time. You figure that one out after the start, right? The way things are going for the Yankees there. What else do we have here? Any other notes here? Oh, Jack Perkins. That sounds like a guy from National Geographic to me. But anyway, Jack Perkins gets a call here for Athletics here to take on Arizona. So he's put in there. In case you missed the note, Jack Kowanovic was brought up for the minors. Had a good start in his first one back for the minors, going again today against the White Sox. And what else do we have here? Of course, Charlie Morton is in a new uniform today on Sunday Night Baseball. He's with the Tigers, in case you missed the memo. So he goes, and Dylan Cease will get the start today for San Diego. Wasn't traded, so he's going to stay with San Diego. That's how it looks. All right, let's get to the games, guys. Here for today, we'll start with the first 5 here. Framber Day today. Astros and Red Sox. It's the Astros, $1.25, total of 8. Dodgers and Rays. And where were the bats yesterday? Well, maybe it was Rasmussen, too. LA, $1.59, total 8.5. Brewers and the Nasty Nats. The Brewers, $1.65, total 8.5. Royals and Blue Jays. It's the Blue Jays, $1.39, total of 8. Close the block with Giants and Mets. The Wizenhut for a second start here for the Giants. So the Mets, $1.61, total 8.5. Start with Rod.
Yeah, for me here in this early block of games, look at Milwaukee. It's just a whole fate of Washington. Their starting pitcher, Lord, might have a good start, but once you throw it to that Washington bullpen, it's a disaster. So I'll take the Brew Crew. I'm going to take a -2.5 there. I think Mizrowski has a good start. Mows down Washington, and the Brew Crew gave him plenty of run support. I'll take the -2.5 there. And that one, you get a little bit of plus money. Another one I like in this time block, give me the under with Framber going. I think Framber has a good start. We know what Giolito's been doing. He's been mowing guys down as well. So at 8, I think it's a 1-3 type game there between Houston and Boston. Early start. Starts in about, an hour or so. So give me the under 8 in that matchup. And then I looked at this Dodgers game and I wanted to go over because it's going to be a hot one in Steinbrenner Field today. Going to be in the 90s already. Noon, and it's in the 90s, and the wind's blowing out. So I know we've seen a whole whack of unders in these Dodger games, but I think today is the day we see some offense. Give me the over, Dodgers and Tampa.
There you go.
Shout out to Ninos, heading to the game. Enjoy
Ninos
the game.
Yeah.
He's heading on to the game, so
I need a
enjoy
drink.
the game now.
Stay cool out there.
Stay cool
out there.
Yeah, stay cool. It's going to be hot at noon. So.
Whether with the Padres
-1L's hitting Tampa Bay today.
-1L. He's -1L's out there. He's taking his -1 with him today too.
Of course he is with the Dodgers.
The Padres blew a 4-0 lead, by the way. That's what the score was yesterday. Move on over to Sean.
Let's just start with the Guardians there and Urena. 10 teams for this cat. He's been on 10 like the last couple years. So this is 4 teams just this year, right? So it's Twins, Dodgers, Toronto, Mets. Last year, Texas, White Sox before that, Colorado, Milwaukee, Detroit, Miami. He might catch Edwin Jackson and Rich Hill got 14 a pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this guy's got 10 teams at 33 years old. He might make a run at that 14 at 30. He might get another shot next year somewhere. So that's something to keep your eye on as a future bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a joke, folks. We can't do futures Jose Arena. I really don't love this card today all that much. I went not a good day yesterday. Lost with the Padres there, and the free picks swept the board here. So you got to be happy with that. Free picks are rolling. Valdez, Angelito, I'm not running to bet this game. The Stros made a big move. Red Sox made some smaller things coming into here. That's a pass for me. The Dodgers, I would probably lean with Bill just because I'm mad at Yamamoto for destroying my Cy Young ticket there on the guy. But, how about an over possibly there? Right? If the Dodgers break out versus Boyle, it's a bullpen type game again with Tampa Bay. They just roll out. Here we go, the 2, 3, 4 inning crew. The Brew Crew, I could do a run line on here. You want to get behind the Brew Crew, right? What'd you say, a -2.5 there because the one is, what about -110-ish there? Even that's not terrible, 105. I don't mind those. Anything like 115, I could handle that, especially if they're on the road. You get an extra at bat. I had the Royals yesterday, loser. I kind of like them again today. Sorry, Bissett's has not been that great, and Toronto's been a little slippery lately. I could take Lugo as a small dog there. And again, Twins Guardians. I saw last night this line was like 170. I'm like, who the heck is this Cantalino pitching? I mean, we got the pizza guy throwing out here. And then the Twins had nobody listed at the time. I'm like, how is Cleveland laying this kind of number? Now, 160 is a little reasonable. How about, again, I did this yesterday when I said to take the Marlins on a run line. I'd say run line Cleveland here, but 20 plus 125. I don't know if that's worth it for me, And over probably worth it, though. 8's a little juice, 8.5 even there. So I look over in that one. Are we doing the Yankees in this batch or is it next?
That's the next. The Giants and Mets are in space. Yeah, the Yankees next batch. Yeah, it's interesting. The Twins a complete overhaul, right? A bunch of minor leagues coming in. It's a total complete overhaul roster there for.
But they're playing close games. They had the 5-4 game the other day. 3, went to extra innings, and the night before that, I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, that Met game. I don't love Montes. I maybe can be my arm twisted to take the Giants there. What was in Hunt there, the youngster plus 140.
There was Sean. Yeah, someone in the comments told me stop giving out under. Somebody giving under out in the Astros and Red Sox here under the total there. Valdez odd 1 run or fewer in 5 of their past 6 starts. Giolito in pretty good form at home. ERA at 2.28. Houston hit 231 over their past 6, but their bullpen has been strong on the road. So I'll look at the under in that one between Boston and the Astros. Gets these good bullpens here against these good teams. Boston 14-3 the under at home, facing teams with a 5.46-20 win percentage. Go under in that one. What else? I also agree with the run line here. Brewers and Nationals. Nationals got rid of some of their bullpen arms. And what's left now? It gets worse. It gets worse. We're starting to see some of these good bullpen. Some of these bad teams, their bullpen guys getting plucked in trade. So that leaves them even in worse shape. So look to fade Washington here. I'll take the Brewers run line. And, of course, back the Brewers are playing really well. 333 batting average over their past 6 games. That's pretty impressive there. Look against losing teams this year on the road. The Brewers 18-8 to the run line, returning 10 units. Against at home against winning teams, Nationals 8-20 of the run line, losing 16.5 units. So give me Milwaukee run line in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Corner Show as we continue on here with
Tony, you mentioned the totals there. I just added mine up from the month of July. My totals 13 and 10. I did totals wise, and it came out basically 12 and 11. 12 and 11 to the totals, outwinning the under. So it's depending how you go. It's not really easy to say, just take every over. It hasn't really worked out that way.
Yeah.
Or every under for that matter.
I know most people would rather, when they can't figure a side, they look to the total. So if you lean on a certain side, look what would have happened. You probably would have lost more. You probably would have lost more, right?
If you're like an underdog, you think there's going to be a run scored. You're going to be leaning towards it over. If you're like the favorite, you're thinking they're going to win that one 6-1, and it's an under.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it rolls there. All right, next block here, middle block, Twins, Guardians. The Guardians at bundle here, $1.63, total 8.5. Yankees and Marlins here. The Yankees favorite on the road, $9, total of 8. Orioles and Cubs, $1.74, total of 8. Pirates and Rockies. Here we got the Pirates, $1.46 on the road, total 11.5. And your D-backs at Athletics game in the shelter. Athletics $1.08, total of 10. Over to Rod.
Yeah, looking at these ones in this block, it's the Yankees going in. Yeah, good old Gill getting a start. Well, how many innings is he going to go? 3, 4 at best? And then you get the Yankees bullpen. Give me the Marlins in that one. Don't trust the Yankees there in that spot at all. Such a coin flip price. Yeah, I'm not jumping on the Yankees there. That bullpen's just awful, and I don't see it getting any better or improving. And the Marlins just find ways to win. They're gonna find a way to sweep the Yankees right out of their park. Bye-bye, Yankees. Swept today. Gill on the mound. Yeah, he can have a good start, but you still got that bad bullpen. And the Yankees just offensively aren't scoring anything either. 2-0 yesterday. Sure, you used all your runs up in the game before. With your 12-0 yesterday. Cabrera's half decent. I think he moseyed down. I'll take the Marlins in that one. And then another one I'm looking at here. I know, the Cubs had themselves a lead yesterday. They were up 3-0, rolling along, and then their bullpen kind of gave it up. And I think with Young going for Baltimore, I think the Cubs jump out to a big lead early, and they just don't give it up. I'm going to take the Cubs on the run line there with Colin Ray on the bump. I think they bounce back. Hey, look at Baltimore, quietly 7-3 their last 10, but Cubs get their bounce back and payback here today in that one. And then Colorado. Hey, you look at this Pirates squad, as I said, that Keller is going on the bump. Well, Keller needs to have a complete game and go the whole game if the Pirates have any shot at winning this game today, because that bullpen is spent, taxed, and Colorado, even if with the way their bats have been going, as we've seen yesterday, they came back and got themselves a win again. They do it again here today. Give me Colorado, the money line in that one.
Slight wind blowing in today in Wrigley. It looks like 8 miles per hour. On over to Sean.
All right. I had mentioned the Guardians game in the last block there. I believe, obviously, Guardians run line. Yanks and Marlins. I did say on Friday that the Yanks would probably get swept here, right? Lose the series and be in third place after this. I'm going to, again, I agree with Rod here. You're not going to get a lot out of Gill, and then here comes a bullpen that's spotty. But I'm going to go Yankees run line here plus 150. I just think this is one of those. Marlins got 2, and we had them here the last 2 days. So we've cashed with them. I'm going to flip it here, though, and go Yankee run line plus 150. Because now the Marlins, it's like, is it really cool to take the Marlins here minus 105? Like yesterday, it flipped from 110 to went plus 110 to minus 115. They opened at this today. I think everybody's on to Gill, or Louis Hill, whatever he wants to call himself. He's back, but again, 4 innings from this guy, and then a bullpen that imploded the other night. I'll go run line. I think it's a spot. Again, that's just kind of like a little gut play there from years of betting and being a Yankee fan. Cubbies got no opinion on. Rockies, you just taking over in that one, the way these teams have been hitting the last, right? I mean, is that just a team total, both of them, or worst case, you split? Oh, we got the Diamondbacks in this one as well.
We do.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Sellers.
Pass. That's it for this. What? Anything else or not?
That's it for this block.
Yeah,
we've got to start smaller.
Again, not loving everything today. I don't know. Some days you love it, other days you don't.
Right. Yep, there's no doubt about that. It's a rough one there. Yeah, I'll look at the Marlins in this one. Again, we talked about how bad the bullpen's been here for this Yankees team. They're now 14-23 on the road, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower. That's losing about 14 units there. So I'll look at them in that spot. We talked here about the Miami bullpen over their past 25 games here. Yankees ERA near 6, Marlins pen 2.82. So big discrepancy in bullpen performance here over the past 25 plus games. So I could only look at that spot there. Yeah, I'm going to come here with Colorado. We talked about teams getting up some bullpen arms, and here's the Pirates bullpen is getting hammered here. Keller is past 8 innings of work, giving up 6 earned runs. The Rockies have been hitting a little bit right now. Again, we bring this up again. The Pirates against losing teams on the road this year, now 2-15, losing 13 units. So just against losing teams, they just get pounded there. So against losing teams, the Rockies now 5-3 in their past 8, returned about 3.5 units. I'll look at Colorado in that spot. And I could look over the total there with Arizona and Athletics here in the shelter. 85 miles an hour wind here. Eduardo Rodriguez not in very good form. Perkins and then the Athletics bullpen coming in. I'll look at the over in that spot there. Look at the Diamondbacks bullpen over their past 6, ERA near 6. And in the 34 games against the National League, Athletics bullpen ERA over 6. Look over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we close out baseball.
Someone mentioned Brewers off the board here because Mussorgsky just went to the injured list.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll take the over in that game now.
I won't change my position if it's a bullpen game for the Brewers. So I'm okay with that.
Now do you take a shot at
that Washington bullpen is still ass.
What books still have the Nats up at plus 150? Do you take a shot at if there's a softie out there? Do you grab it?
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, that's actually that bullpen's terrible. Terrible, no chance. That'll be a sweat. I don't.
And the run line was coming in at the end of show picks for Milwaukee. There, the run line was coming in. Now we got a 2-pack. Now we got a 2-pack. Milwaukee run line was coming in again after the sweep.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm still sticking with it. It's the Nationals with the Trashionals. So I'm gonna. What's this guy's name? How do you spell this dude's name? I'm gonna see what if there's anything on the old Twitter. Usually has it before anybody else, right? Mizarowski, is that his name? Mizarowski. What do they say? Anything there? Let's see here. Jacob Mizarowski. Oh, latest. Let's see what they say on the latest here. I don't know. Nothing's. I haven't seen anything on my MLB scroll. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't come in. They don't come to work early. These are probably all replays at this hour. Some of these shows.
Yeah, no, the Brewers tweeted out that he's on the injured list.
Okay, all right, injured list there for the Miz. Okay, well, like I said, I'm okay with it. All right. Let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Oh, let me get my browsers in order here, so we can continue on. Let's see. Close that browser. Which browser am I on? Here we go. Let's go. Let's get to the games here. Next up, we got White Sox Angels here. The Angels $1.24, total 9.5. Cardinals and Padres. Padres $1.77, total of 8. Rangers and the Mariners. It's Texas $1.38, total of 7.5. And your Sunday nighter. Tigers with Charlie Morton. Yes, he'll be in a Tigers uniform today against the Phillies. The Phillies $1.74, total of 8. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and for me in this block, I'll take the White Sox with Burke on the bump. Buddy Coconuts. I think he's been up and down a few times this year. They put him back down, they bring him back up. They put him back down, they bring him back up. And the Angels at a minus at a as a favorite. Yeah, not where I want to be. I'll take the White Sox and Burke. Actually, I'll take him in the first 5. I think Burke can have a good start there for the White Sox. And Kokonowitz can give up a couple. And the White Sox have the lead after 5. I think that the Padres with Cease on the bump. I think they mow down the Cardinals there today and get their bounce back after St. Louis got the job done yesterday. But with Pallant on the bump, I think the Padres wake up, and especially here on a Sunday. Go with the Padres on the run line in that one. And then give me the over 8.5 there, Detroit and Philly. I know Sanchez is on the bump, but I think the Phillies might do the bulk of the heavy lifting against old man Morton there on the bump. And I think he gets up a few early. We get to the bullpen on Sunday night, and I think we see some offense. At least we get to 9, and that gets us over the total. Give me the over 8.5, Detroit and Philly.
Yeah, I had my notifications off here for the noise, and usually I am showing on my line service Mizorowski injured with the leg. That's what I'm showing there from Mizorowski. This is down the old Spank odds, which is pretty reliable stuff there. I did meet the guys. I think both Sean and I met the guys that work the injuries for them. It shows injured list on my line service there. On over to Sean.
Well, I'm going to start with the Philadelphia at night there. I'm going to go under in this one there, Rod. Why do I feel like after yesterday's game that everybody thought was going to be an easy under, which we, I think if people like the over, right? You see at 6.5. I think this is going to be an under game today. I think this is going to be like the 3-0 game everybody thought they were going to get yesterday. So pass me in for an under tonight between old man Morton, the old man in the seat there, that guy. He's Charlie Morton.
Still going.
Tom Brady diet.
DeGrom and Evans. I can't. I mean, I like DeGrom. When he's good, when he's pitches, the guy is fabulous. I just can't lay 140 with them. No, thank you. I'm going to ride on the Padre run line there plus 120. And the Angels, they're still favored, and the White Sox are winning some games here. Give me the White Sox as a small dog. Can we flip it to a White Sox run line plus like a 200 there? Flip them minus a 1.5 instead. No way the Angels can't lose again. Yeah, they're the Angels because they picked up 2 back-end National League Washington Natty relievers. Yeah, they're going for it.
They're trading with the Trashionals,
Come on. We'll be shocked if they lose 4 in a row. Run line, White Sox. Minus. Not even plus. We're going to minus it up for $2.
Man, it's just the Angels here are just the laughing stocks because their general manager went on record because they didn't make any significant moves. We really like the culture of our young guys. We want them all working together. We're going to keep everyone together in harmony. We're going to play.
Listen. Nito, he's good. You got O'Hop. Adele looks like he's maybe going to be a typical 2020 hitter, batting 220 with like 30 homers or whatever. But all right, you got some pieces there. But why wouldn't do you really think you're going to make a wild card? Like you could have traded some of these vet guys and got some.
That's the culture. They kept Ohtani. They kept Ohtani to make and they got and traded a lot for was it Giolito they brought in? Wasn't it Giolito they brought in that year?
What's funny about the Ohtani? I said last year I was like because Wander Franco before his whole escapade it was 2 years ago. He wanted a big contract. I said trade Ohtani to Tampa Bay, get Wander back. You get have them take Ohtani and. You're getting a young guy. You just got to pay him, right? And you have like a franchise kind of player. Holy cow. Boy, imagine if the Angels pulled that one off besides the Rendon and Hamilton and Pujols steals. That would have been another disaster.
Yep, that's the Angels' life. And it go back and look at their history. It's no surprise they get shut out. They got shut out yesterday, 1-0. So those are the guys you want to roll with. The GM, the Minasian, the GM for the Angels. These are the guys you want to roll with. All right, there you go. You can't score on the White Sox team. Although I will say this about I've been saying this all year with the White Sox. There is a glimmer of hope with their bullpen and their starting pitching. So it has there is something going on there. You look at Brooke over at past 7 starts, ERA over 3, and the White Sox have been hitting well after the break. That's all they need to do is hit because look at the past 25 games for this White Sox bullpen in the area of 3.20. That's you can say the same thing with the Marlins. These bad teams have finally got their bullpen together. Now the hitting's got to come together here. And we look at this White Sox team now. They're now 7-1 on the road against losing teams over their past 8, so returning 7.5 units against these really bad teams. Angels 3-7 at home against teams with a 380 or lower win percentage, losing 5.5 units. I'll look here at the White Sox in this spot. Coconuts at home. Coconuts ERA of 6 at home. ERA 1.7. I'm sorry, WHIP of 1.73. And the White Sox have been hitting, so I'll look at them in that spot. Again, what do we got here? Those are the ones that I like here in that block. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we continue on. They gave us a 5-pack in the W on a Sunday. All right, there you go. So Rod, ready to roll here. Liberty Sun, Liberty 12, total 171. Mystics and Dream, you got your Dreamers 5, total 158. Fever and Storm 2.5, total 164. Mercury and Sky, it's the Mercury 13.5 on the road, total 167. Close it out with Valkyries and 8. What was that with the Aces? My God. We got the Aces favorite here, 8, 9 in some spots now, total 157 to Rod.
That was awful by the Aces yesterday, man. It was like, why do you have to give up 111? I had the under. I was good. You scored 58, but you gave up 111 in that game. Like, man. So it's kind of one of those spots. Do you think they bounce back here, or they just lay it out again? I don't know. Either way, in that game, I'm going to take the Valkyries here in the first half. What they've done all season long, the Valkyries in the first half, been pretty good, especially in non-conference games. I got the plus 2.5 here with the Valkyries in that first half. I'll grab it. They're 10-1 ATS in the first half in these non-conference. So Aces on the back-to-back, tough spot. I think Valkyries come out hot. Grab the 2.5. I didn't even sprinkle on the money line with the Valkyries in that first half. And then another game I like here. You look at Washington. They're getting too many points against this Atlanta team. Hey, Atlanta got themselves a nice win last game out. Scored into the 90s in that one. But do they win this one? All right, possible. But I think it's just too many points. You look at Atlanta after scoring 90 points. They're only 3-12 straight up. So grab Washington plus those points. I think they keep it close there. And then look at this Fever squad. As I've said a couple times here, this Fever squad, they play better without Caitlin Clark. Why? It's because she's been out so long that they've just had no choice but to be able to have to gel together and play some solid basketball, and they just keep getting better and better without her. So, as I said, when she comes back, if you don't give her enough time to be able to gel with this team, it might be detrimental to this team, chucking her in late there. Because we've seen when they've chucked her in those injury spots after she's come back, it hasn't been pretty. So I like the Fever here in this spot. I'll grab them in the first half here in this one. Indiana 6-0 in the first half after a game where they give up 4 or less offensive rebounds. So that tells you what they've been doing on the glass. They've been scooping up those rebounds. When you give up 4 or less offensive rebounds in a whole game, that means you're dominant on the glass. So give me the Fever here in the first half. I think they come out and have themselves a nice little lead. You get a couple points as they're a dog in that one.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, just a note here: the gimmick game will be on Fox again today. In case you don't know, on 1 Eastern time, they're going to air it. I guess they own the rights to the game.
80% rain, I think.
80% chance of rain.
83% rain. I'm looking on that one. So
I never seen this before.
At the time they're going to kick it off too. So
it rained so much yesterday they put 2 tarps on the field. That's how hard it was raining. I've never seen that before. All right, now it's time for our probably.
I'm looking at photos of this place yesterday. It was like a lake.
Yeah. I couldn't believe when they scored. Yeah, I mean, if you're the Braves, man, Siniker, come on, dude, you got to get out there and just let it out, protect your pitchers, You can't be letting your guys pitch in those kind of conditions. My goodness.
Then they said that there's like people with videos like they ran out of food, they ran out of beer, they ran out of water, and they had them sit there like they were going to play the game.
I know they were sitting there. Guys were just sitting there.
They got a clip of. Ortiz and Jeter talk like, yeah, I know what's going to happen with this game. And there's a guy like waving behind him because the big stadium thing says game is suspended. And they're like, hey, they got to get this played.
Well, it's empted today. So
they want no commercial refunds. There you go. I'm not so much on the Lord fading the Lord. It's just basically fading the bullpen. Fading the Deacons. Bullpen. Yeah, the Deacons. Yeah. We're fading the Deacons, not the Lord. So
correct.
Not the
We're singing the
he can have a great start.
Yeah.
Brad can have a good start there. It's after Brad comes out. That's what we're doing.
I say lay the heavy juice on over a half of toys being thrown out today in the potato salad.
There you go. They're not playing tomorrow, by the way. So they're gonna actually get some meal prep in tomorrow. Right, right.
It's potato salad Monday. They're off Monday.
They're off on Monday.
They're off Mondays. Yeah, been
meal
rare
prep
that
Monday.
they played the last couple. It was the green
Monday
one won the. They're not having bets on toys coming across the floor. Right?
Yes.
So it's the green one hit the other day. So I'm not sure what the books are.
I'm telling you, it's one of the owners from the league. That's who's doing it to get eyes on it. It's one of the owners.
I guess.
That's exactly what it is. I was waiting that they were going to have races. The green one comes out, and then here comes the yellow one. I said, you flip it on. Turn the vibrating ones on so they go blah, 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 across the floor.
Instead of the baby racing?
That's why they got to get an expansion team in Milwaukee. That's what they got to do to get that,
Well, don't worry. The Toronto Blue Balls are coming soon. So
yeah.
Don't worry.
That's right, Sean. There's a WNBA team in Toronto. And there's talk that they're going to be all in blue, and there's talk they're going to be called the Toronto Blue Ballers. So,
Toronto Blue Ballers.
The jokes write themselves. For a joke league, it's perfect.
All right, now it's time for the Parlay Purple Cape segment where our captains give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call there. We start to Rod.
Now for me, we're going to go with the Marlins on the money line, Rockies on the money line, and throw in the over Tigers and Phillies.
There we go. From Rod, of course. This question for Sean: no raisin in the potato salad. For me, I just like eggs, and it's got to be best foods mayonnaise. No other one. But we'll see what Sean thinks.
Listen, I've never had potato salad.
Wow.
No.
I make a deviled eggs version of a potato salad. So like when you get the deviled eggs fillet, so I like a little mustard, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little paprika, mix it up there, and definitely no raisins.
No raisins.
Listen, I can do deviled eggs. Sign me up. My nan, I called her Nana Noodle because she'd make elbow noodles with tuna fish and mayo. She'd make a macaroni salad with tuna. I can eat that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had. Yeah, my grandma used to do that.
Well, I'll eat the Nana Noodle salad. She's been gone a long time, but I still love it. My wife will make it. No potato salad though. Although I'm not a French fry guy. I will do some loaded mashed potatoes or twice baked.
No,
but that's about it. I'm a weird fat guy.
I can make tons of those loaded baked stuffed potatoes, no problem. Those are easy.
We're gonna fatten up the bankroll at the end of show picks. Sweep the board yesterday, 3-0.
Nice.
And there you go. I put it in the chat here. 61-48 plus 16-35. All right. And they're just straight 2 games today. I told Milwaukee's off the board now with the pitching change. San Fran plus 140. And we'll go with Yankee run line plus 150. I know I said Yankees were getting swept. We got 2 in our pocket the last 2 days on Miami here, but we're going to look for the Yankee run line. You know what? I got to edit that because I didn't put run line in there in the chat. So let me delete that there. That's a mistake. There. So sorry. Should have said Yankee run line plus 150. Yankee run line plus 150. And not just plus 150. So there you go. Those are the 2 games. Giants, money line, Yankee run line.
And there we go from, let's see here. What do we got? Let's see. It's taking a while for this thing to hang on. Let's exit page here real quick. Let me try something. My 2-teamer today will be over in the D-backs and Athletics, and I like the White Sox at plus the price. All right, we do have an announced the starter here for the Brewers. It'll be Logan Henderson. I was going to bring up his stats for you guys to see it, but of course the browser is not compatible with this damn website when I do something like this, right? Never fails.
He was just recalled. What was he? I mean, well, they had to know this yesterday because there's no way that they're calling him up at 8:30 today for a noon game.
Right.
Unless I don't think their minor league team is in Virginia.
I know, right? Let's see. Logan Henderson will get the start here. He will come in here. Let's see. Let me hit the old StreamYard, see if we can pull this one up again. So this is what he looks like here. Logan Henderson will get the start. I'm okay with it. I'll keep my run line in. I'm okay with it.
Just think about this for a second. 22 minutes ago, the Brewers tweeted out 22 minutes ago, Mizrachi placed a 15-day deal with a left tibia contusion, retroactive to the 31st. Logan Henderson called up from Nashville. So what's he on a plane? I mean, was he on a private jet this morning? Would they wake him up at 5 a.m.? Hey. right? Just think about it. I mean, you've seen guys get called up, and then they'll have somebody out of the bullpen come in and start a game for an inning or two. How do you post this at 8:30 for a noon game? So they
guy
knew
was
yesterday.
supposed to do it last night, and he got a little too. He was having a few, and then he woke up and he's like, "Oh man, I was supposed to do this last night, man."
And they're not even home. They're not even home. They should have done that. You know.
Yeah.
21 innings work, ERA of 1.71, WHIP of 0.95. So sign me in, keep me in. I'm okay with it.
Those are some pretty good numbers for that guy. Yeah.
You know, AAA wasn't bad in Nashville. The ERA 1.11. Yeah, I'll take that. You know. I'll take it. Give me it. Give them to me. Keep the run line on that one. I'm good with it. So there you go. So
that run line will probably change. It should come down a little bit. You might get some plus money on that run line with that guy going.
You have
that line will change because we were laying run line with a little bit of odds. I bet you now they'll give you a little bit of plus money with that.
The opener was 180, and it came down to 140 and 150. And the run line now, let's see what the run line is here with the Brewers, plus 105, plus 110. So there you go. There you go there. So, but this was in my line. I didn't know what time this got on my line service here. Let's see here. Let me see what time this came in. Because you know what? My line service came in at, let's see here. Well, I don't show it here. Let's see. Show all. Apply. What time did the line service announce this? Actually just right about 7:04 Eastern my time. 10:04 Eastern time is when my line service announced the pitching change. So it was about half an hour after the show started. Yeah.
Yep, half an hour.
So it wasn't very much long there. All right, guys, we got you through our free picks. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a Sunday of action, full card for Major League Baseball. These 14 games up there with a suspended one, as well as big card from the W. You can see our leaderboard showcasing our top performers. Let's see what's going over at Tony's Picks here for today's action. See what Rod's got going on today. 1,473 units of profit document. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me over to Tony's Picks today, hey, it's no potato salad Monday, so I'm keying in on the WNBA. We're on a nice little 6-and-run run with the WNBA. So I got a nice Sunday WNBA triple. We swept the board on Friday, because we had a big slate Friday. Went 4-0 there, went on a nice 6-1 run with the WNBA. So you can grab that 3-pack there. I am going to have a 3-pack in the MLB. I've got one play in there for long-term subscribers, so that's the way to go. Jump aboard, grab a 3-day pass, grab the week pass, grab the month pass. You know, we got some preseason NFL loading this week as well, so definitely jump aboard. I'll have some plays in the preseason NFL coming up this week, so definitely jump aboard long term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotion as well. Can't go wrong with that. CFL's been good, so week 10's loading next week as well. So grab that week pass. And let's continue to stay hot, put some cash into your pocket.
And get cash out with Rod over at Tony's Picks, up there ready to roll with WNBA and more. Keep an eye on those long-term passes. Great value there with Rod. Let's take a look, see what Sean's got going on over at Tony's Picks for today's action. Sean's put together a great year in 2025, 2,783 units of profit document. Sean, what's for sale?
Nothing for Potato Salad Monday. Although, as much as I love coining a Potato Salad Monday, I think Meal Prep Monday is a much better. Meal Prep Monday kind of flows a little better.
Yeah, you'll get within the time.
Meal Prep Monday. Couple single games up today from MLB. So not much. Like I said, didn't really love the card. Had a nice July. Off to a decent August. Listen, the free picks here for you guys are rolling, so the least you can do is hit the like button. Again, I'm not a huge NBA hockey guy or WNBA, so I'm a good one to pair up because NFL, college football, and MLB, I'll still pump out games for you there. But you see the numbers. We're having a nice year all around. So we'll just look undefeated in WNBA. Don't tell me anybody's better than me. 100%.
You get ready for that. Build on that big, good college football number too, right?
Yeah, I had a really good college. So you guys just saw the tail end of my college football there in the Bulls, but I had a excellent college football season. Right along with the college basketball, it was right up there, same kind of numbers for the year. So I'm looking to do more of the same here this season.
Yep, great year there from Sean. Get on board with Sean over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions will serve you well. He also has a 1-year all sports pass, baseball season pass here. A lot of baseball left, right? We go all the way until almost 3 months left of baseball. I mean, you count the postseason. So get on board with Sean over.
And like, listen, for me, I have 5 games. There'll be a 3-pack up. I don't put every single game out there. I'm good. You buy a weekly pass, a monthly pass, you're going to get a lot more than just buying individual every day. So.
Yep, no doubt about that. So you get the long-term subscriptions. You'll get a 3-pack up there from Sean, and then the rest of them will be for the long-term subscribers. So go ahead and get those long-term subscriptions. That's the way to roll over at Tony's Picks. Promo code TonyT checkout. We'll knock off that 15% off. And we also do offer late steams for our long-term subscribers. We have the ability to put plays in between 10 minutes and 2 hours of our game time. Those are emailed directly to your inbox using the email you use when you sign up for the service. All right, I've got a best bet on the board from baseball today. Having a great year. Not a good day yesterday, but looking for the bounce back. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks and match me up with your favorite capper at Tony'sPicks.com. With that 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, guys, we're with you here on the show every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that, whether you watch us live or on replay. And of course, lots of great content over on the YouTube channel, guys. You can click the head on over to YouTube, type in Tony's Picks, and you'll be able to watch our replays and much more here. A replay of our show here on the live tab, as well as a members section. If you'd like to support us even more, become a channel member, get early access to my videos, and a way to support us here on the show. Happy Hour. Rod hosts that Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you tune in for that. Of course, Rod there with the great thumbnail ready to roll there on that Friday send out for you guys. Video tab, a lot of great content. Chris with his props. El Ninos finding those dogs. WNBA 2-3 zone 5-pack up there. Really good views already. Ramon, Ron, and Justin in that 2-3 zone. Hey, we're getting some KBO here from Ron. Of course, keep an eye on the website the YouTube channel about 8 Eastern time. Ron drops those KBOs. Sometimes we'll go into the Japanese league for you with those plays. Those overnight got to have it plays there from Ron Crawford. My deep dives in baseball and compilation and more. Check them out over on the Tony Picks YouTube channel. You can hit the shorts tab. Al Nino's with his -1 there, so you get a lot of great content there. Of course, Brian will kick in here as well with his shorts there from the W and more. So check us out over on the YouTube channel. Lots of great content, for you guys to decipher up there. Of course, Rob, you see your CFL video series and more up there on the YouTube channel. Of course, your weekly show Monday through Friday with that happy hour.
Yeah, definitely tune in to the happy hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We go over any of the latest info. So as we see moving forward, we've seen some teams that have changed their pitchers last minute a lot this week. So we'll probably see some of that this week as they try to settle guys into their new spots and new roles. So definitely you want to tune in 5 p.m. Eastern there. And then definitely check out the CFL. It's some money. Swept the board this week in the CFL on that week 9 video. We went 7-0 on the picks I gave out there. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that CFL content over there. It is one of those niche sports that's quiet, but been following it since I was this high. Watching Damon Allen and Warren Moon back in the day.
That's right.
Eating Warren Moon cookies and watching him throw the football back in the day and win great cups. So definitely, I know my CFL. Definitely want to tune into that weekly rundown video.
The Flutie, and they also have guys from who was that punter that played for 20 years? They had a couple of punter, and they also had a quarterback.
Good old Hank Olisic.
Hank Olisic. I remember that because he played for the Chargers one year. I remember that. The Chargers tried to try him out. Olisic.
Because he had such the booming punt. He would, and that was a high punt too. So it gave your return team and the return defenders plenty of time to get down there in coverage because he hung it up there and deep. Such a good kicker.
The Ray guy
came in was Cutler. David Cutler was another guy, good kicker. He followed right along with Hank Olisic. They used to duel each other pretty good, but yeah, I love the CFL.
That's right. Of course, Sean. We got Sean here in the mornings. You can catch him on over the air on some of the XM radio shows. We're giving out picks as well.
Yeah, I'm all over. I guess Twitter, X, XM, wherever. I'm wherever the wind takes me. Well, it's got to be a heavy wind because I'm 300 plus club. I'll be in more of the afternoons. We got football coming, stuff like that. I'll be more than happy to jump in, talk Monday nights, Thursday nights, stuff like that. Again, I try to do the mornings. Although I should probably just do afternoons. I'd rather get out morning and do some exercise instead of being glued to the screen all morning for 6-8 hours. But Who knows? There'll be more food picks, not just a block of cream cheese on a slice of white bread like we have today.
That's right.
Get the chicken and steaks out.
That's right. Of course, Devers. I remember I mentioned a note here about player compatibility with the ballpark. Be careful with these signings. I said this. When you get traded to San Diego, San Francisco, and Seattle, and you're coming from these hitters parks, it's a big adjustment for the guys. And we saw that with I remember with Cano going from the Yankees to the Mariners. They thought this was what a great Britain. What happened there? It didn't work. You got to be careful when you AL teams go into these.
He was also busted for steroids too, so that might have helped a little bit for him in New York as well.
He needed him more in Seattle though. Yeah. That's when he really needed him in that hitters park. It's tough. No, there we go. So
he's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. That was a good move for the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, the guy's got problems. I mean, like Willie Adame is the same thing. He died out there. Who else? They got Chapman over there. Power's gone. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Really tricky. And I mentioned that ballpark compatibility, and it's just you have to make sure they can adjust to the new surroundings.
I remember again, old school Yankee fan here. They signed Mike Stanley. I'm like, who? Mike Stanley? We had like Matt Noakes, a good lefty power hitter, perfect for like the short porch. And they brought Stanley in, and the thing was that, well, he hit like 15 homers in Arlington, but in Yankee Stadium, he would hit like 23.
Yeah. Like
they saw like how his balls were different, and he would have got a double instead of a flyout and a home run instead of a flyout. In the world that we live in today with these analytics and the nonsense spin rates and launch angles and blah, how the hell can't they say this guy's is not suitable for here? He's a line drive guy. He's gonna, this is the guy you want in this park, not this guy who's hitting balls off the green monster that are just flyouts here.
Yeah, they fail to realize that. They got it's. Again, it's very, very tricky there when you're dealing with these ballparks out on the Pacific Coast, right on the ocean.
I mean, again, it's a big name, and if he's that good, he should hit anywhere, right? That's the thing. Yeah. Like Machado's, you can make fun of Machado. He's on his way to Hall of Fame. He produced in San Diego like he did in Baltimore. His numbers aren't that,
Do you think you move to a team that's losing, and does that take an account? Is he happy to be in San Francisco? Does it matter? You should be good.
But what do they got up there? I mean, they can't even keep the A's.
Well, yeah,
or the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be a fun place to play.
And they got rid of their closer, right? Their sellers. So that you bring in Devers, then you sell off guys. I mean, that's
right. Let's look at the Raiders are gone, the Niners are gone, the A's are gone.
Yeah,
that's going to be I mean, okay, maybe the Giants fans are a little more diehard supporters. I don't know, but.
No, that ballpark's nice. Have you ever been to that? I don't know what they call it now, AT&T. That's a really nice place to watch a baseball game.
Looks like a good park. Well, Pirates got a nice park too.
If you like garlic fries, though, if you get sick, the entire stadium smells like garlic fries.
Garlic aioli fries?
Oh my God, it's that smell is it just hits you, the garlic fries. I mean, it just smells everywhere. I mean, they must have garlic fries in every stand, right? Maybe they sell portable stands too. Good. That smell.
You take a fry pan. And you just put some garlic in the oil in the fry pan, and you just
popcorn,
cook it up a
Cracker
little bit.
Jacks,
Just the smell.
pretzel nuggets,
get that smell.
hot dog and hamburger. That's it. That's the only food should be at games.
Beef.
Maybe you want to do some kind of chocolate M&M.
Barbecue.
No
barbecue.
Freak barbecue, bro. I'm not going to the rest. Sit down. I need a fork and napkins. Bro. I want a hot dog or a cheeseburger.
That's right.
What am I?
Cutting meat on my lap. Cover you, I'm not having ribs. Give me a full rack of ribs here right now. Wait, here comes the balls.
I want the 2-foot glizzy with chili and ham and what are you talking about, man? Stop it with this crap.
Have you seen the foot long? They have like a.
I don't even put mustard on my hot dogs or my pretzel at the party. No, it's too much of a mess. I'm eating the hot dog. No, nothing.
No mustard. Gotta have some mustard on the hot dog.
No, I don't want to make a mess, bro. That's extra shit. I got to bring.
So on your nachos, is it full size? Okay. Is it the full size helmet for the nachos, or it's the mini helmet?
I don't even get that.
Don't even get that.
Too much work.
Too much work.
Sometimes, maybe I'll get a little mini helmet of ice cream.
I don't know.
It's hot.
That's
because it's July. It's hot. And I'll wipe that out with a bunch of napkins and put in my cargo short pants because I wear cargo shorts like it's 96 still.
Do you miss the old school? Do you miss the old school carnation chocolate malts with the wooden spoon?
Oh, I like little chocolate malt. My dad used to love those guys.
Those carnation malt. You get the malts with the plastic. They used to give you the spoons.
A little wooden stick.
Wooden stick. You would have to eat those. Those were very popular. And there you go. All right.
We're gonna lose everybody with wooden sticks. We're getting old now.
We're getting old. Yeah, we actually ate wooden sticks.
Better than the plastic. And then those the cardboard straw. Well, here's this cardboard straw. You're drinking it.
Here's a paper straw to dip in your water.
Yeah, right. Like, what the heck are we doing? Here's this cardboard straw for you. What?
Dude, what? Never been to MLB game?
Yeah. That was of all the major sports, that might be the lower on my list. Though I'd rather be NFL, hockey, and then probably baseball would come in there. College basketball, not so much. I've seen some games, some NCAA tournament games, but it's just the quality of play drops considerably when you see even college football. I hate to say it. If you've been in an NFL game, it is a different game.
It's a different beast, yeah.
Big difference.
Gonna go watch a Sam Houston football game.
Oh goodness, yeah, that'll do it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the show. We're gonna wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winning Sunday. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.
Take Brandon Marshall and hit home.